I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna just say this. Anthony Davis, if you cut off, the Lakers ain't gonna see no championship.
Oh yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Undrafted Views, the night edition. And we are here to talk sports from the sidelines. I am Evay with my co-host Sha. Say what's up.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
And we're about to get right into it. We have just finished watching Game 3 of the NBA Finals against the Lakers and the Heat, and we got some stuff to talk about. I am shook.
You know what? If there was a better time to say "I told you so,"
No,
I told you.
No.
Run the tape. Run the tape. I told you. I guaranteed the Heat would win Game 3.
That doesn't mean they're gonna win the series.
I just guaranteed Game 3. That's all we need.
Hey, I concede. I concede. You got it. But let's talk about it. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna just say this. Anthony Davis, if you cut off, the Lakers ain't gonna see no championship.
Oh yeah. That was the key to the game today. They got Anthony Davis in foul trouble early on. First quarter, I think he had two. Second quarter, he had 3. They took him out the game. And
not only foul trouble, but he had 5 turnovers in the first half.
The whole team played terrible in the first half. I think they had 16 turnovers, some crazy high number. I've never seen them play so sloppy.
The Lakers, who else is going to play? Because if you waiting on KCP and Danny Green, I want them out of the starting lineup tonight.
Immediately.
When I say 0 points in the first half, how you going to be on the floor for over 10 minutes and don't have no points?
Wait, it wasn't just him. It was Rondo as well. KCP, Rondo, and Danny Green. I think KCP hit the side of the backboard tonight.
He did a Paul George. He did.
Yeah. Terrible.
Oh, it was horrible. Oh, okay. And I'm sorry. The Lakers do have the chosen one on their team, the GOAT, right? He was supposed to bring that game home. They shouldn't have lost that game tonight. Not with LeBron James on the court. No, absolutely not. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Mr. Strive for Greatness, Mr. Clutch, Mr. Where was he?
You know what? I can say this. I know that I guess he did what he does. But what I dislike about when they're losing, his body language is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they have to always be up for him to have a better attitude. Because if they're down, his body language is horrible. Once again, it shows up again how you don't make it back down on defense. You still laying on the ground. I'm done.
With his hands up like, what about me? Look, tonight was the first game. I think the referees refereed well.
I was a little nervous at first. Because I'm like, I can promise you, every time LeBron James go for a driving layup, he should not be fouled. You mean every time he going to the free throw line?
Yeah.
But then I think he kind of leveled out at the end of the game, and I appreciate that. I'm just saying, call the fouls fairly. Now, I can tell you one thing: LeBron can get a foul on a 3-point shot too. Because I'm sorry, you touched that. Whose hand was it? Robinson.
Duncan Robinson. Yep.
That was a foul.
It was a foul.
Oh, so you didn't see up that high, but let anybody else touch you, and you fall back and. It's a foul.
Unbelievable. And they got him on 2 travel calls on his spin move to the rim. I was like, yes, finally.
He's been traveling. He's always a traveling salesman.
Yep.
Twice. What happened to the Lakers?
I'm thrilled. They needed this loss, and Miami definitely needed this win. I think it's a series now. They're in trouble, like Jimmy said. In trouble.
Yeah, like you're in trouble. Ooh.
Yes.
But Jimmy was ready, though. If you saw the pre-game discussion he had with
Rachel Nichols.
Oh, yes. He was antsy, and I could just tell he was ready. But Jimmy Butler put the heat on his back. He's the most valuable player in this game, Game 3. He put the heat on his back. And you know what? This is what leaders do, right? So he put the heat on his back and the team moved to how he moved. He was amazing. And I appreciate the fact that he doesn't try to shoot 3-point shots. That's not my game. And I'm not going to do it. And I respect that. Don't be bullied into shooting 3 points and you know you're not going to make it. And that's not your strong suit. You know what? So I was like, he did.
He played well and he set the tone for the entire game. And, you know, as I was watching, I couldn't help but think, what if Bam was on the court? What if Dragic was able to play? Oh, this would have been a big blowout.
So this kind of leads me to believe that the injuries benefited the Lakers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, and unfortunately, right? Or at least, you know, it could have maybe been a better matchup. Game 1 and 2 had at least game 2. I would say game 2, because by the time Bam went out, they had played a minute. So at least in game 2, it would have been maybe more competitive. But the Heat looked much better tonight than they did in game 3. They looked much better than they did in game 2. I will say that.
Yeah. And I just have an inkling that Bam is going to be available for game 4. I just have a feeling. And if he is, it's tied up 2-2. Straight up 2-2.
He is on the injury list. He is not inactive. Dragic is on the inactive list.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Bam is on the injury list. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit different. So they have hopes that he will play. They already counted out Dragic, but I appreciated seeing Dragic on the sideline. You know, I appreciated that. Thank you for being there for your team. You know who showed up tonight? Mr. Kelly.
Oh,
yeah. Welcome to the team.
Welcome. Even Myers Leonard, he started the game. He played well. He strong fouls, playoff fouls, what I've been saying all along.
Right.
Toughen up down there. Don't let these people prance down to the rim. You got to let them know you're there. Let them feel you.
Yeah. They blocked a LeBron shot. I'm like, yes. I was like, and you know what? At the beginning, right before they got started, I was listening to, you know, Mark Jackson and then the 2 other guys where they talk about what the Heat need to do, what the Lakers need to do. And Mark Jackson said that he recommended that the Heat get out of zone and play man to man.
Yep.
And they kind of did that tonight.
Yeah.
The zone, whatever they did in game 2 didn't work for them. They switched it up. And I am so glad that Spoelstra and his team found out a way to stop the Lakers. And they didn't. Tonight, the stop was through AD. Oh, they shook him up.
Oh, yeah. That's all they got to do.
Which again proves my point why he's the most valuable player. You are not going to even win without him on the court.
Yeah. I'm not even sure AD broke a sweat tonight. That's how out of rhythm and out of game he was. And that's all they need to do next game is get him in foul trouble. Early. Because LeBron will give up on you. He clearly gave up on his team tonight. And I'm not surprised because I've seen him do it before, but it's just sickening to see.
Every time he was up under the basket and somebody did a layup and he's looking like that.
Yeah.
He does his shoulder and this look in his face. And I'm like, is that right?
I know, no, it's not right. And why would you want a teammate like that? You're gonna show me up like you don't miss defensive assignments, you don't even get back. You know, you don't miss shots. So you're perfect on the court. No, you cannot lead me acting like that. I will not allow it.
No. And this is why the other players said, absolutely not. Will not play with that. No, it was really bad. When they win, the spirit of his spirit is amazing.
With all this and everything. Yeah.
They lose. The game is not even over and he is walking toward the locker room. You got to be kidding me.
See? And did you hear what Mark Jackson said?
No, what did he say?
Not a good look. This is unacceptable.
I did hear him say that. Yes.
You got to have 5 on the court.
You had Dudley taking off his shirt for 1 second.
Yeah. Why did Vogel not challenge LeBron and say, the game isn't over? Why did he allow him to walk to the locker room? See, that's what I'm saying.
That is unacceptable. I'm really not happy about that. You didn't walk back with your boy AD? You
Where's
make
the
sure
handshake? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's all this?
Where was it?
I didn't see it.
You better? No, don't do that. It's one game, but don't do that. That's horrible.
Through his arm
Horrible sportsmanship
sleeve.
for a
Oh, he was
teammate.
just
That was
terrible.
horrible.
Oh, and then the cameras followed him to the locker room through the tunnel, right? Throwing off his sleeve and just looking disgusted.
And I'm okay with being upset. I get being upset. And I get being upset that you guys lost and you probably thought your team should have played better. I'm fine with all of that. What I dislike is when you have an attitude as though they are now beneath you.
Uh-huh.
If you walk off the court and the game is not officially over, what in the world? You don't respect your players? Oh, no. Sorry. It's only when it fits your needs.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a good look. So hopefully they'll be able to get back together on game 4. But Jimmy Butler and the Heat did that.
Yeah. And I think the Lakers are in trouble.
You think so?
I do. They gave, like Jimmy said post game, he said, we feel like we belong. Winning the game. They felt like they belonged prior, but it's something about winning. That was like, okay, we can beat these guys. They're going to tie it up on Tuesday. And I cannot wait to see how the Lakers respond because they haven't been challenged.
No.
They haven't been challenged all season. They have not been challenged in the bubble. This is going to be eye-opening for a lot of sports fans. Whoever watching, I know the ratings are low, but
who's ever watching? I can't believe it. But the Heat. So let's talk about the Heat a little bit.
Okay.
We did enough about the Lakers, right? So I talked about Kelly. Welcome to the team. Kelly showed up tonight. He was balling. Yeah, I mean, he may not have had a lot of points. I think when I checked, he had Kelly. He ended up with 4 points. Oh, maybe sure I'm first half. Excuse me. When I looked at it, Kelly had 17 points in 31 minutes. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. He played well.
And then I look up and I'm like, okay, so let's see. Okay, Danny Green. Oh, 2 points.
Danny. Maybe his groin is still bothering him from last game.
Oh, KCP, let me see what you did. 5.
Unacceptable.
I'm speechless. It's ridiculous. Y'all better be glad that Markieff Morris 3 ball was hitting tonight.
It was on.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to point out a stat here. LeBron had 8 turnovers. Potentially 16 points. Potentially.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to pretend like your teammates are beneath you?
That's correct.
And you made 8 mistakes. Minimal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And I'm gonna need you to make sure you make your free throw baskets. You can't leave free points on the board. I mean, you can't do it. Because I think that could have helped you guys too. However, the Lakers did go to the free throw line 29 times and the Miami Heat 23. It's just
Jimmy Butler had most of the free throw attempts. He went 12 from 14 from the line. In the fourth quarter, it seemed like he lived at the free throw line.
But you know what? That's okay though, because he's doing those same type of drives, not the same. He's doing drives like LeBron does. So if LeBron can get the foul when he drives in, why can't Jimmy Butler get it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a good game. Because game 2 and game 1, I was like, you know what? This is lackluster. But game 3 gave me everything that I needed. Oh my gosh. I just can't believe that they blocked AD.
Oh yeah, they shut him down. I expect AD to have a big game in game 4, but I expect the other players around him to be a little nervous, be a little shaky.
Okay, so let me just see. Let me think. So I'm glad that I guess the Lakers are really happy that they have AD, but y'all gave up Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Josh Hart to keep KCP or Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and to get Danny Green. I need to understand this trade-off. And Caruso.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure If the Lakers had kept at least Brandon Ingram, he would have given you way more productivity than Kyle Kuzma or Danny Green, you know?
Actually, Brandon Ingram would be starting. Let's just be honest about it.
Yep. You know what? I think Lakers are in trouble.
Do we have a series now?
We finally have a series. I told you, the first 2 games were technically in Los Angeles. Lakers did what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to win the home games. Now we're in South Beach, and Miami won the first home game. That's how I'm looking at it.
No. LeBron James was supposed to put the team on his back and win that game tonight, and he did not do that. He was supposed to win that game for the team tonight. That is what his skill represents. And when AD got stuck, he couldn't. He know what to do.
No,
you could not ensure that team won. If you want to be the most valuable player, this is when you show up.
Ooh,
this is when you prove that. Right now, you know, one of your counterpart, they got his number tonight, right? The Heat was able to figure him out early on, put him in foul trouble. Early on, got him 5 turnovers. He had to sit down. He sat down he said he was on the bench the end of the first quarter and the top of the second quarter. You know how many valuable moments that is?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's when LeBron was supposed to show up.
Yep.
Wow. I cannot wait to hear my sports shows. I want to know how they're going to twist and turn. And
the narrative.
They should not be happy with his performance tonight. They shouldn't be happy with his performance tonight. Nope.
They'll figure out a way. They'll blame it on the role players.
Oh, no, the role players are awful. But they've been awful. So role players are nothing new. Because I'm sorry, Danny Green and Contavious, he has his moments, of course. But this ain't new for the Lakers during this playoff. Their play, Caruso, whatever they're doing right now, they've been doing since they got to the bubble.
Yeah.
Now, I would say out of the 3 of them, Contavious Caldwell-Pope may have had the best performance out of the 3 of them collectively. But no. What?
Yeah.
You surprised at how they played tonight? I'm not. No. And I was like, and every time Danny get the ball, I'm like, yep, y'all give it to him. And when he gets one in, I'm like, oh, that was cute.
Danny. Poor Danny. His stock is going down.
Yeah, they know. Oh, this is not a good look for him. He would have been better off with the Clippers and going home with everybody.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know. But I want to know, why did Vogel go away from Dwight Howard? Didn't see him much at all in the second half.
Oh, and they put JR in. I said, oh, look at JR. Why he in the game? Why they go away from Dwight Howard?
No. I have no idea. You had Kelly Olynyk, balling down there. But see, Kelly was able to shoot from 3. And Dwight is probably uncomfortable out there on the perimeter.
Okay.
JaVale, you couldn't put JaVale in either.
Oh no, JaVale. Just chill on the sideline. Yeah, no, it was somebody else. And Kelly knows his role very well. Don't have him dribble down the court. Kelly, you grab the ball, you get the rebound, you find Jimmy or Hero.
Hero and Duncan Robinson came through tonight. Mostly Hero. I was so happy to see his shots going down. Jay Crowder has them going down.
Yeah. No, their role players definitely showed up. We're talking about Jay Crowder had 12 points, 8 rebounds, and he had 1 assist. Hero, 17 points. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right up between 17 and 25 points. This is where you need to live. And Robinson had 13.
Yep.
Y'all need to live right up in there. You got to bring these points home. You need to do that. But Jimmy Butler had 40. Jimmy Butler gonna be sore. I hope he's in an ice bath. They beat him up. Oh, he did that.
Yeah, Jimmy's not. He'll be all right. Yeah, Jimmy.
His adrenaline is gonna get him through. He was exciting to watch tonight. I was really happy for him. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, we are looking forward to Game 4 on Tuesday. I think it is. Okay, Game 4 is Tuesday. Forward to Game 4. I think we have a series on our hands. We are going, Miami is going to tie this up 2-2 on Tuesday. And I cannot wait.
You think it's going to be a tie?
Yeah, it's going to be a tie. The Miami Heat smell blood now. Blood is in the water.
What do you think Anthony Davis needs to do different next game?
Oh, I think he, you know what, honestly, they just didn't give him an opportunity to do what he does. I didn't get a chance to see him do anything, so I can't really say, okay, well, he needs to stop doing that. He needs to do more of this. They locked him up. And that's what I would do. I would just keep charging it and get some fouls on AD because you know he's going to reach. That's what he does. And the ref's been allowing him to get away, him and LeBron both get away with all sorts of fouls. But not tonight.
I wonder what the refs will look like on their next Game 4. That's where I'm still side-eyed about the whole series because I feel that there could be some bias when it comes to refereeing. So I'm just curious to find out how that's going to play out.
They sending an email right now to the Referee Association. Can we have Scott Foster? Can we have
They better not even honor any requests like that. No. Matter of fact, and there should have been a technical foul because the whole Lakers team left the floor. Unbelievable.
Following their leader. That was sickening. I'm just glad Mark Jackson called it out. And he also calls it out when LeBron doesn't get back on D. That's the kind of coach they need. LeBron has never had a coach to challenge him. Probably since he started playing, maybe junior high school. He's been the phenom and nobody challenged him. Nobody stepped to him.
He has privilege mentality. Absolutely.
Oh, totally.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yes. And, I guess if you play well, you earn it. I suppose it happens, but it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. That's all. And then the Heat, they led by as many as 14 points. They came out balling.
Yeah, and they lost a lead a few times, and they were able to, scrap and come back, which was good to see because in the last couple of games, once they lost a lead, it was going. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Well, come on, Heat. South Beach is open, so if y'all want a full-blown parade.
Wait a minute. Did you just say, come on, Heat? I need you to pick a team.
No, I know the Lakers are going to win the series. I just want the games to be competitive. But if the Heat wins, then I'm a Heat fan. At the end of the day, that's what I do. No, I don't believe that this is. They're still going on. I just don't see it. I still see it long term. I will be able to judge better if they win the next game. Then I may say, well, maybe if they can do the same thing they did tonight and AD cannot find, because again, the Lakers need AD. So without AD, this whole Laker duo dynamic for me is done. So if AD can overcome, if the Heat brings what they brought tonight in Game 3, and AD is able to overcome that in Game 4, then I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, he figured it out. If he cannot, then the Heat has a huge chance of winning the series because the Lakers need AD, the most valuable.
Yes.
Clearly identified that tonight.
Oh, yeah.
When he wasn't there, over.
Okay. All right, you guys, we are going to wrap this live episode up. This is like undrafted, unfiltered evening edition.
Fresh off the dome.
Fresh. Yeah. Hey, because we thank you guys for tuning up. What we need you to do is go down in the comments and let us know if you think the Heat played well tonight and if they will tie it up in Game 4, because I think they will. Let me know if you're riding with me or Evay. I don't know where Evay is. She's just always on the fence.
I'm very solid that the Lakers are going to win this series. I am. But I am excited when I see people play well. That makes me excited. I am a fan of basketball more than I am a fan of any team. That's number one. But if I have to choose somebody, and I believe the Lakers will still win the series, but I am excited that the Heat stepped it up. That's it. And I love that.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Dang. Okay, you guys. All right, so we will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Until then, see you guys.
Bye.